Hello and welcome to Ref Sports. This is Mohor Chaudhary. Welcome to another pre-match live show. And today, of course, it is a must-win game as Sunrisers Hyderabad take on Rajasthan Royals in the Eliminator round of Tata IPL 2026. And of course, there was a lot of anticipation regarding who would take the number 4 spot. There was a lot of confusion as well, but at the end, it was Rajasthan Royals who had the last laugh and they clinched the number 4 position. Now, Sunrisers Hyderabad have clearly had an upper hand over Rajasthan Royals in the past few games, and even in this year's IPL as well, the two matches that they have played against each other, Sunrisers Hyderabad have won both. Of course, today, whichever team manages to win automatically progresses to the qualifier 2 round, and they'll be set to lock horns with Gujarat Titans in qualifier 2. And then, whichever team wins in that game will progress to play the finals with the in-form Royal Challengers Bengaluru at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. Of course, it's a very, very important clash. It's a do or die match. And of course, we'll be discussing both the teams in detail and, of course, the game. But before that, I'll introduce my panelists. I have Shamik Chakraborty here. Uh, Devashish Sen will also join us in some time, and Vaibhav Tripathi will also join us. And as I speak, I think Vaibhav is here. Yes. So, of course, we'll be discussing the game. It's a do or die game, as I was discussing. So, first things first, Vaibhav, I'll go to you with a very important question. When we look at both the teams, the first thing that we immediately think of is the batting lineup, because both the teams follow the same out and out aggressive approach when it comes to batting, especially the top two, their openers. On the one hand, we have Travis Sheikh wreaking havoc at the top, and on the other hand, we have Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal also, going down that aggressive gung ho approach. So, who do you think will have the upper hand tonight? How are you looking at these two opening pairs?
See, I think it has to be the more experienced duo of Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma. They have been doing this since 2024 seasons. Is the first time they joined hands. Obviously, Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal have done that. But if you look at the quality of opposition that they will be up against, the SRH bowling attack, it is about the bowling attack. Which opening pair has got the edge heading into this contest? I think it's SRH opening pair, just because on the other hand, if you look at Rajasthan Royals bowling attack, they only have one Jofra Archer. Yes, one can put this argument that Nandre Burger also came in and took 2 wickets in the last game against Mumbai Indians. But again, it's about the consistency. Only Jofra Archer has been consistently taking wickets in the power play for Rajasthan Royals. Whereas if you see Sunrisers Hyderabad, they have been acting like a complete bowling unit. They have someone like Pat Cummins, Prafull with the new ball. Nitish Kumar Reddy has taken wickets in the power play. And then during the middle overs, they have an Ishan Malinga who operates in the power play as well as a first change, second change bowler. And then Saqib Hussain during the middle overs and the back end. So if you look at the quality of the bowling attack, I think that their SRH holds the edge. That's why it will put more pressure on the opening pair of Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal, because Yashasvi Jaiswal, if you look at his last 5 innings, he hasn't been able to convert those starts into big innings, and that is being a problem for Rajasthan Royals. If you look at the other end, Sunrisers Hyderabad, look at what they did to an RCB. RCB are through to the final, and the last game they played against RCB at home, they didn't give a single wicket to Bhuvneshwar Kumar or Josh Hazelwood, and they scored over 100 runs of those 8 overs of Josh Hazelwood and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. So that tells you about the form of the opening pair. Yesterday, James Franklin, the SRH assistant coach, was asked a similar question about two opening pairs of the two teams. He said that good luck to the bowling attacks to both the teams, because it's very tough to bowl these batters nowadays. The form in which they in. So yeah, but I think SRH holds the edge just because of their experience, and they have played more such knockout games. If you look at in the past, so I think definitely Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma has the edge, but you cannot take the flair out of Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal. On their day, they have dominated the best of the bowling attacks against RCB Mumbai Indians in the first half. And Rajasthan Royals fans would be hoping that they do similar sort of things tonight as well.
Absolutely. I'll follow up on this and ask the next question to Devashish. Of course, Devashish, whenever Rajasthan Royals takes the field, we talk about Vaibhav Suryavanshi, the 15-year-old prodigy. And even this year, he has been, making the headlines, becoming the talk of the town. So what are you expecting from him tonight, given the fact that he has scored a century against this very team in this year's IPL? I mean, sure, it ended in a losing cause. But what are you expecting from Vaibhav Suryavanshi tonight? Can he go big?
Yeah, obviously it will be quite an interesting battle between Vaibhav Suryavanshi and SRH bowlers, especially if you go back to that first game between SRH and Rajasthan Royals. Praful Hinge got him out of his first delivery. And then when the two teams met again, it was Vaibhav who thumped 30 of 9 deliveries against Praful Hinge. So you can imagine. So even Stevens, I would say. So it will again boil down to who takes the for first, uh, who stamps authority first. So I think Vaibhav Suryavanshi and Yashasvi Jaiswal. I totally agree with Vaibhav because I think what he said that the onus will be on these two young batters, Vaibhav and Yashasvi. If they can put a decent start, you saw what happened last night. I think it was an impact knock from Venkatesh Iyer. Those 19 runs of 7 balls set the platform. And from there on, the likes of Virat Kohli and others, they just capitalized. Obviously, Rajat Patigar played a blinder, not denying any. But I think similar role will have to be played. I think the onus will be the more. Yashasvi Jaiswal should take the more responsibility, being the senior batter. Vaibhav, from the other hand, should play his natural game, but Yashasvi should be a little more constrained. It means both of them cannot go slam bang right from the word go because it means we know what the Rajasthan Royals middle order batter and means except for Dhruv Jurel, I think they still there is not much of means what to say. So I think the onus will be on the two top order batters, but at the same time, I would fancy that Sunrisers Hyderabad will be the favorites. I have a gut feeling. I think Sunrisers Hyderabad will be the favorites.
Absolutely. Shamik, I would like to ask you next about the Rajasthan Royals skipper. I mean, he has been quite the talk of the town. People have been discussing him quite a bit. Yeah, in the first half, he did not look, in very good touch, and then he sort of rediscovered his mojo and has been able to contribute. But then again, as the captain leading from the front, would you say that that has been missing? Because even in the last game, when he sort of looked settled, he got dismissed. So, how would you assess Rian Parag, his knocks, and his captaincy so far?
Kumar Sangakkara, Rajasthan Royals Director of Cricket and Head Coach, and I attended the press conferences today on Sunday. He launched a staunch defense of Rian Parag, saying he is someone who even on one leg would come and play. As regards, and also he said, I have absolutely no doubt he is the right man. Right from the word go, I had absolutely no doubt that he is the man for the job. And obviously he will grow as a captain, but early signs have been very promising. You go back to the last game against Mumbai Indians, and if he wouldn't have brought Jofra Archer back in that 16th over, Archer had 1 over left, and that over he dismissed Hardik Pandya. That was game over. That was the game. Another 5 balls from Hardik Pandya, Rajasthan Royals would have lost that game. So from that point of view, he has shown sparks. And three, getting set, getting out. These are, I mean, these, I mean, these are stuff for longer format. Getting set, getting out. Here, right from the word go, you are playing high risk cricket. You can get out anytime. It is about how much impact. Like Devashi said, Venkatesh Iyer, he got out 19. You can say he couldn't convert his 19 to 69, but 7 balls, 19, that impact that created and that put the opposition bowlers on the back foot. He completely upset the length of Kagiso Rabada and Mohammad Siraj. He completely upset the length, and that in fact was the clincher. If Rabada and Siraj would have gotten into the group up front, it would have been trouble for Royal Challengers Bangalore. But Venkatesh Iyer, and that is how you judge an innings. Rian Parag, and like Sangakkara said, I have never seen any cricketer being criticized that much. That is quote unquote Sangakkara. I have never seen any cricketer being criticized that much. Once again, social media gives poison a platform. It is a cesspit. So social media we can jolly well ignore. But and also from our national selectors' point of view, they made Rian Parag the vice captain of the A team that would be touring Sri Lanka next month. So he has something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done that. And credit to Rian Parag. He's a very young. He has a young captain, and he is into his first season as Rajasthan Royals captain. And despite not scoring too many runs, lesser mortals. I mean, uh, people with not so strong characters might have fizzled, but he never let his personal form affect his captaincy. Huge credit to him. Huge credit to him. Let's see if we can emulate, go on and emulate Shane Warne in terms of winning the title for Rajasthan Royals.
Absolutely, I completely agree. Vaibhav, next question to you once again about Rajasthan Royals. Whenever we used to talk about Rajasthan Royals at the start, we used to talk about their dependence on the top two. And while, I mean, obviously they are an over explosive, very, very reliable pair, I would say, to give sort of those good starts. In recent times, we have also seen that there's certain people from their middle order have also stepped up. We have a Donovan Ferreira who has played some match-winning knocks. Ravindra Jadeja has been a part of some good, winning combination partnerships. Shubham Dubey has stepped up as well with the bat. So, would you still say that Rajasthan Royals are dependent on their top order, or have they been exposed already, and you can actually rely on their middle order now?
I think the last game was a perfect example that after Rian Parag, they don't have much batters whom they can rely on. Obviously, Donovan Ferreira has put in performances, have finished games. Shubham Dubey has done it in one game, but again, it's about the consistency. Ravindra Jadeja, remember that innings against LSG in Lucknow, where he got the man of the match award for his bowling and all-round display for his batting as well. So, but there is a concern. That's why as Debashish also said, it has to be about the senior players. The more senior, obviously Yashasvi Jaiswal is still young, but this is a very young and inexperienced team. But if you look at the team, it's Rian Parag, Yashasvi Jaiswal, two of the more experienced and more senior players in this team. So they have to take more responsibility. You don't then expect a lot. You don't want to put a lot of pressure on Vaibhav Suryavanshi, saying that you have to play a long innings. It's a knockout. We need big runs from you. You scored 100 against the same opposition in the last game. We expect the same from you. I don't think Kumar Sangakkara will put, or anybody in that regard will put pressure on Vaibhav Suryavanshi. They will just allow him to play his natural game. That's how it should be. But when it comes to seniority, Yashasvi Jaiswal, whenever Rian Parag hasn't played, he has taken the captaincy baton. So Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rian Parag will have to take responsibility. I will just add to that Rian Parag part. After the last match, what Rian Parag said, I am still not fit. I am not fit to play another game. He's still struggling with a hamstring issue. He categorically said that I am not supposed to play another game in this season, but I will play. And that tells you something about Rian Parag, the character. He's a very fighting character, and he will do whatever it takes to get a and perform for his team and win matches. And that's what you like about Rian Parag. That's the character he is. So he's still not fit, and that puts a lot more pressure on Yashasvi Jaiswal. That now, if you look at the top row, and Dhruv Jurel as well. Dhruv Jurel is also a capped Indian player, has played, has been a part of Indian team in all three formats. So I think Dhruv Jurel has taken that onus, has taken the responsibility. Yashasvi Jaiswal team will need big runs from him. But after that, Rian Parag, there is a problem. They have tried Luan De Pretorius, they have tried Shimran Hetmat, they have tried a lot of combination, hasn't worked out. Donovan Ferreira is not one whom you can trust at 5 because there is a void at 5, 6, 7. You can still put a Donovan Ferreira and Ravindra Jadeja. But what about number 5 position? I think there lies the problem. It is the same problem with in which some team like Gujarat Titans is struggling. They have a Washington Sundar at 4, but who's at number 5? Nishant Sindhu. So Nishant Sindhu, is he good enough for that position? As of now, no, because he hasn't played a lot of IPL cricket. So you cannot say that he gives a lot of confidence. Same is with Rajasthan Royals, and that's where SRH is head and shoulders above Rajasthan Royals. You look at a Heinrich Klaasen, after that, thereafter they have a Nitish Kumar Reddy, then a Salil Arora who's been in brilliant hitting form. So they have a lot of depth in their batting, and then as Smaran Ravichandran as well. Okay, he is also a very good player of spin, although he hasn't got many opportunities. But they have a very scary batting lineup, SRH, and that's where they outgun Rajasthan Royals. Also, their bowling hustlers. That's why I completely agree with Debashish when he said that SRH are clear favorites. They look the more all-round balanced unit. Only thing that SRS only problem is their spin unit, because last few games Shivang Kumar has gone wicketless on many occasions. They have not tried Harsh Dubey. I don't know why they are not trying Harsh Dubey when Shivang is not performing. So the only concern is the spin department. If it clicks, then this team is a serious title contender, I must say.
Absolutely, 100% agreed. Devashish, I would like to know your thoughts on Jofra Archer. I mean, of course, I don't know why he doesn't get enough credit. People talk about the batters, but he has also had a great contribution behind this success so far. Of course, with the ball, with the new ball. And in the previous match, we saw how he came in handy with the bat. He was promoted up the order and he did what was required, outscored everyone. So, what would be your thoughts on Jofra Archer in this year's IPL?
Obviously, the last thing Rajasthan Royals would want is to don't ask for any contribution from Jofra Archer with the bat. Let him deliver with the ball. That is why he is playing primarily as a strike bowler. All Rajasthan Royals will be hoping is to see that top three SRH batters back in the heart. If Jofra Archer can deliver it for Rajasthan Royals, match on for Sunrisers, not for Rajasthan Royals. All Rajasthan Royals hope you will be hoping not for Jofra Archer to contribute with the bat, but more so with his bowling, especially in the power play. Get rid of the top three Sunrisers Hyderabad batters, you are sorted. Yes, they have quite a few batters in the middle order, but the key for Rajasthan Royals is to make early inroads. And who better than Jofra Archer, the kind of form he is in. Yes, Jofra Archer did made a useful contribution with the bat last match, but as I said, means and he seems to be enjoying the most. Obviously, Sangakara also during that press conference at Eden Gardens, he said a lot of things about Jofra. Means he seems to be at his zone because and until and unless a player enjoys in the middle, means see he may be a star player, but it's all depends on his involvement with the team, especially with the youngsters, the junior players, and you can clearly make out that Jofra Archer is not only enjoying, but he is also, I won't say leadership, but also he is putting real performances and lifting the morale of the entire side. So the onus will be on Jofra Archer. Yes, there are good bowlers in Nanzre Bargar or Dasun Sanaka or Brajesh Sharma or other bowlers, but I think it all depends on Jofra Archer. One great spell in the eliminator can just prove to be the tournament talking point for Rajasthan Royals to take them to the qualified too.
Perfectly summed up. Shamik, my next question to you will be about both the teams and the fact that they have reposed a lot of trust in their younger bowling lot. If you look at Sunrisers Hyderabad, you have Saqib Hussain who has been doing wonders with his variations. Praful Hinge has also stepped up. Shivang Kumar, Harsh Dubey when given an opportunity. And on the other hand, we have a Yash Raj Punja who has been backed. He has delivered as well. Brijesh Sharma. Would you say that this has been the key to the success for both the teams, trusting the younger lot?
Of course, yes. But before that, a couple more lines about Rian Parag, because you asked me about Rian Parag during the earlier round, and I forgot to mention. See, Rian Parag is not 100%. He is carrying a hamstring niggle. He last game he played with a hamstring injury, and maybe this game he will play with a hamstring injury. He could have said last game that I am the captain, I will play as an impact sub. He didn't do that. He gave Ravindra Jadeja, his senior, that you play as an impact sub, and that is how a good captain does, and that is why Sangakkara said he is a very good young boy. Now coming to your question, yes, of course, 100%. I have my doubts whether Praful Hinge will play today because I just think Sunrisers Hyderabad might pick Harshal Patel because it's a big game. It's an eliminator. It's a knockout, and Harshal Patel's experience and his ability to, because this at New Chandigarh in any case is a high scoring venue, and this match will be played on pitch 4 where Rajasthan Royals chased down 223 against Punjab Kings. So it is an even more high scoring thing, that pitch 4. So where there Harshal Patel's slower Yorkers, his ability to change the pace, that might come in handy. So I would like to see whether they play Praful Hinge or they go back to Harshal Patel. But and Yash Raj Punja, I know him. I mean, I know from at very close quarters because Zubin Barocha, renowned coach, he basically spotted him, and he sort of mother hen him. And know a lot about his entire journey, the way, and Zubin carries a lot of satisfaction the way he has developed. So sky is the limit, onwards and upwards. But IPL is about that, the unearthing of young talent. If you look at this IPL, people are saying TRP is down, stuff like that. But who this Vaibhav Suryavanshi came like a volcano, right? He came like a volcano, and he has sort of become the showstopper of this IPL and ensured millions of eyeballs as far as this tournament is concerned. He is the tournament's biggest star. So it is about IPL is about unearthing young Indian talents, and the way you have said, yes, both teams have been backing youth, and their faith in youth has so far has been rewarded.
Absolutely. Vaibhav, I'd like to ask you about Ishan Kishan next. I mean, the kind of form that he is in, delivered back to back match winning knocks, and he also has two very good scores against Rajasthan Royals in this year's IPL itself. How are you looking at his form and what are you expecting from him tonight?
He hasn't lost his form since the Syed
Yeah,
Mushtaq Ali Trophy. He's been carrying that same form in that New Zealand series, and then New Zealand series to World Cup to the IPL. I think he has never lost his form. Even in the first game of the season against RCB in Bengaluru, he scored a half century. Then he was the stand-in captain in Pat Cummins' absence. And there, I think SRH's success this season has a lot to do with how Ishan Kishan, the captain, utilized his resources, depleted squad. When you have a depleted squad in hand and then you get the best out of it, that tells you how good a leader Ishan Kishan has developed into. Not many people expected Jharkhand to win the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, but he did. He converted Anukul Roy into a literally match winner who won the player of the tournament in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. So it's about how you use your resources. 4 wins out of 7 matches. I think Ishan Kishan did his job with the resources that he has, especially in the bowling department, was fab. And then he has led by an example. Whenever there is pressure, whenever even in the run chase or they are batting first, Ishan Kishan has come good. And this is where this team becomes dangerous. Even if you get rid of openers early, then you have a Ishan Kishan at number 3 who provides solidity, who plays the long innings, and then Heinrich Klaasen is another player who hasn't been dismissed by spinners this season yet. So again, this is a very scaring batting lineup. Nitish Kumar Reddy coming to his own as a finisher. Nitish Kumar Reddy has developed into a finisher. His power game has gone up. Salil Arora has been doing really well. So I think that's why I'm saying that they are a very serious title contender. If just they have to fix their spin issues, spin bowling, because Shivang Kumar last game also conceded 32. Although he was bought in the power play, that was a mistake. That I thought was a mistake by Pat Cummins to bring a young spinner inside the power play when Venkatesh Iyer took him to the cleaner. So I think that was a mistake. But apart from that, Ishan Kishan, if you look at his performances, he tells you that he's been very consistent. He's carrying that, and he understands now he's not a youngster anymore. So there is nothing like I am going out, I am playing care. He is not carefree. He knows that he plays a very important role in this team, although not designated, but he's still the vice captain of this team, and he's a part of the leadership group. He has to play like a leader. He has to lead by an example. That's what Ishan Kishan is. And who knows? See, going ahead, you could see Ishan Kishan being the appointed as a full-time SRH captain as well. There is no doubt about it because he will be serving Indian team for too long, for long. So I think Ishan Kishan's form is a danger sign if he doesn't get out early. If Jofra Archer doesn't nick him early, Jofra Archer or Nandre Burger, then it will become a problem because then he can score big. Then RR don't have many options during middle overs. Yes, Yashraj Punja has done really well, but again, Ishan Kishan's game against spin is really good. So again, it becomes a worrying factor for RR. But I think the only change that SRA would make is the spinner, whether there would be a temptation to bring in a Harsh Dubey for Shivang Kumar. Last game also Harshal Patel played. Praful Inge was not there in the last game that SRA played against RCB. He was brought in as an impact player. One thing that they can do is give more overs to Travis Head because Travis had this happy knack of taking big wickets. Last match also he took the wicket of Rajat Patidar. I remember the
yeah,
semi-final in
yeah.
2023. He took the wicket of Heinrich Klaasen, one of the greatest players of spin right now. So can give more overs to Travis Head whenever given opportunity because spin is a weak link for SRH.
Absolutely. And Debashish Vaibhav brought up Henrik Klassen multiple times, so I have to ask about him. What would be your thoughts on Henrik Klassen at this point in his career, even after retiring from international cricket, the consistency, being the only middle order batter in that orange cap list? How would you assess Henrik Klassen, the batter?
Yeah, absolutely. Someone who has scored more than 600 runs, you have got to give credit to him. And obviously, there is a Abhishek Sharma, there is a Ishan Kishan, but it's actually Henry Klassen that has held the SRH middle order. And not only has he scored runs, the impact he has provided to SRH means you look at a RCB or you look at Gujarat Titans. I think Sunrisers Hyderabad and not only Henry Klassen Mohor, if, in fact, all the three batters, Abhishek, Ishan, and Henry Klassen, has close to 600 runs. Abhishek and Ishan are very close to achieving 600 runs. Few top, you can boast of a teams like Sunrisers who has three batters who has posted more almost 600 runs in a single edition of an IPL. So I think that speaks a lot. But this is the match that matters the most. See, all your good work will be wasted if you don't make a useful contribution in this game. Means you may have scored a 600 runs or a 563, 569 runs, and so. But it boils down to your contribution in this match. If you fail this match, well, I'm talking about both the sides. So because the entire season hard work will be wasted, because this is an opportunity. Because if you lose, you are out, you are eliminated. So Henri Klassen, once again, he the kind of rhythm he has been in, I think Sunrisers Hyderabad will back him and will fancy Sunrisers to post, like if they bat first, would love to bat out Rajasthan Royals like RCB did here last match. 254 runs was means I would really say that 8 out of 10 times you cannot chase 254, means even in this era. So that's the reason I would say that obviously Sunrisers Hyderabad will definitely bank on their top three as much as Rajasthan Royals.
Unfortunately, Devashish, I think whoever win this Sunrisers Hyderabad or Rajasthan Royals, they might have to end up as runners up to Royal Challengers Bangalore in the final. The way RCB have been moving like a freight train, I don't see them. I'm trying to jinx them. I'm trying
There
to
is a
jinx them
jinx.
because
That's what I was
Don't do
saying.
that. Don't do
He's
that.
not praising
I'm trying
RCB.
to
He's
jinx them
jinxing
because
RCB.
it has become boring. RCB, because I want to see a new champion. Rajasthan Royals won the inaugural edition 2008 long back. Sunrisers Hyderabad also won long back. So as a reporter or as a lover of the sport, I want to see a new champion. But don't think it is going to happen the way RCB have been moving like a freight train. I think they have already won the title. They have one hand on the cup already. They have one hand, but let's see if I can jinx them by saying
No, no,
this.
I really hope Shamik does not jinx
Like
them.
RCB scored 300 last night. Same will happen in the final if Shamik continues with his prediction.
Okay, I really hope he doesn't jinx them. But let's take some comments from our viewers. Shamik Webber Taragi is saying, watching playoffs without MI and CSK is like we have entered in the era of dinosaurs. Your thoughts?
No, it is like uh, it is like watching it is like watching the European Cup quarterfinal, Champions League quarterfinal without Manchester United and Real Madrid. If I'm allowed to draw a football analogy, it is like without Manchester United and Real Madrid. So it is like that. But both teams need a reset. Both teams need a reset. They will do their season review, and going ahead, some tough calls are expected. Let's see how it pans out. But it happens in sport. Sports works in cycle. It is not about this. Is we have entered the era of Royal Challenges Bangalore. Earlier,
Sunrisers Hyderabad has won the toss and they have elected to bat first.
Oh,
So
I
good
still don't
choice.
have.
we are
Okay, now
hoping
it's
for
coming.
Typical
Sunrisers
Australian
Hyderabad to
mindset.
post more than 250 runs.
Yeah.
Good,
Typical
good.
Australian bats.
That blunder made by Shubman Gill last night by not choosing to bat first, because in a big game you always put runs on the board, and you had a bowling unit to defend that even 220. But once again they have a second opportunity. Let's see how it goes. But coming back to this, coming back to this, it is once again to Vaibhav Taragi's question. We have entered the era of, earlier it used to be the era of CSK and MI. Now we have entered the era of Royal Challenges Bangalore.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the update that we have that Sunrisers Hyderabad have won the toss and they have chosen to bowl first. Cummins says we will bowl first. I think we have played some good cricket of late. We will try to keep our bowling simple and let them back to their strengths.
Oh, they
Okay,
will
Hinge
bowl
comes back
not
in.
bad, not bad
No,
first.
no,
They
no,
will.
bowling first.
Oh,
They're
oh,
bowling first.
okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have, I had a bit of a misunderstanding.
Praful
yeah,
Hinge
yeah.
is back for SRH. That's one thing.
Acha.
Yeah, Praful Hinge comes back in. I think we are not bothered about the pressure. It's a good chasing ground. Okay, so let's see. The other playing 11, I'll see. But Devashish, we have a very interesting question here, not related to this particular game. But Krish is asking, what do you think about KKR next year, Devashish? What changes will happen? KKR
Change
fans are thinking
everyone.
about
Change
next year.
everyone. Means KKR, we are talking about a 11 qualifier.
They don't care about these games anymore. They
Leave
want
aside
to know
KKR
about
for the
next
time
year.
being. Leave aside KKR for the time being. Concentrate on Rajasthan Royals and Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Apparently, they don't care.
I don't know. Vaibhav Taragi does he understand Bengali? If he does,
No, I
then
don't think so.
no. If he does, then in Bengali we'll say "আসছে বছর আবার হবে."
No, this question was asked by Krish. So he might
Oh, okay.
understand Bengali. I don't know. Yeah.
So
But
as because he has asked about KKR, I'm
KKR,
assuming
yeah.
that as because he has assumed, I am assuming that he understands Bengali. So আসছে বছর আবার হবে.
Yeah. Okay, we have an update. Riyan Parag has said, he's saying that we also would have bowled first as it's a good chasing ground. This has been a good ground as we have chased and defended. I am unfit to play, like we were discussing. Even now, we have no other options than to win. So this is what we've come to know. No playing 11 yet. But Vaibhav, Fit Monk is saying a 16-year-old, he's 15-year-old, by the way. Franchise. Oh, okay, sorry. A 16-year-old franchise is dependent on a 15-year-old boy. Tell me a better line than this.
Good one.
Yeah, I won't say they are entirely dependent, but
Depending,
yes,
yeah.
Vaibhav Suryavanshi has become one of the core players of Rajasthan Royals. And last season it was
Okay, okay.
many
One
points.
update I have, Vaibhav,
Yeah.
you can continue after that.
Yeah.
Jaddu comes back in, Parag says. Jadeja is back in the team and Dubey is the impact. Shubham Dubey will
Okay,
play
so
as the impact.
just a switch.
Just
Last
one
match,
switch.
Ravindra Jadeja played as an impact player and Shubham
Yeah.
Dubey played as that makes sense.
Vaibhav, just interrupting
Yeah.
you. Jaiswal, Suryavanshi, Jurel, Parag, Venera, Shanaka, Jadeja, Archer, Bargar, Brijesh, Yashraj, Rajasthan
Okay.
Royals.
Okay.
No
This is not
changes. I
come
think
here
same
yet.
same playing 11. Same playing 11.
Yeah.
Same.
Let's wait for the other one. No update as of yet. But Debashish, if I had to ask you, what are the key player battles that you are looking forward to? Exciting ones. Which ones would you mention?
It has to be Jofra Archer against Travis Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head. That's going to be an interesting duel. Let's see.
Yashraj Punja versus Heinrich Klaasen, another battle.
Ah,
Young
yes.
spinner has bowled really
Once
well.
again, Abhishek Sharma, Travis Head, Ishan Kishan, Klassen, Smaran, Reddy, Cummins, Shivang, Eshan, Hussain, and Praful.
Okay, so this is
Yes,
the
sir.
playing
Only one
11
change.
that we
Only
have.
one change. Harshal Patel goes out
Harshal.
and Praful Inge comes back.
Acha, what
Yeah.
does Liam? Tell me one thing. What does Liam Livingston do?
Same question.
Don't say same question. He took the most important catch of last year's final for RCB.
But still, if you look at the entire campaign, he was not able to contribute with the bat. That one catch is because that's the only reason RCB fans don't tell him anything. That just one catch.
I just remember one of the games, SRH brought him as an impact player and he scored at a strike rate of under 100 and didn't bowl as
Yes.
well.
No,
So
no.
he was just playing as a field.
I actually have sympathy for him. He's a very good talent. It has been a case of
Out
what
of
could have
form.
been. It has been a case of what could have been. The way Liam Livingstone burst into the scene in international cricket, we all thought he will have a very bright career, but sometimes it happens.
He's been very inconsistent. Whether
I,
even
I
Very.
have sympathy for him, but he.
and the problem with Liam Livingstone is his game against spin. If you look at Tim David, he was struggling against spinners. But since last year, since joining RCB, his game has gone up against spin, and that is why he's being able to deliver big runs. Whether if you look at Liam Livingston, he always struggles against spin, and that is the reason he hasn't improved his game one bit, and that's why Rob Key and England Cricket Board, they sidelined him after the horrendous show in the Champions Trophy last year, and then this year he said the reason was never communicated to me, whether it was from the Brendan McCullum or Rob Key, and then they fired shots, and that's a different story. But I don't
Let
think he will be considered too much.
tell Brendan McCullum to win some matches. Tell him to win some
Okay,
matches
we
first.
are going off topic here. We are going off topic. But Dylan is saying Orange Army is the only team left in the tournament to challenge RCB, GTR one-sided, and RRR the same. So with that, we'll take the predictions and close. Vaibhav, who is winning it tonight?
SRH.
Okay,
Yes.
absolutely no questions asked. Okay, Devashish,
Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Shamik.
Rajasthan Royals.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting one. So you're saying that they can emerge as the underdogs. Let's see.
I am always in favor of the underdogs.
Yeah, perfect. I also would go for Sunrisers Hyderabad, given the current form and the combination. So let's see. So as of now, we'll take your leave. Thank you so much,
No,
everyone. Yeah.
I want Rajasthan Royals to win because I want to watch Jofra Archer for one more game.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's okay. So that's a wish. Okay. So with that, we come to the end of our pre-show. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching our live and for dropping your comments down below. Thank you so much, Shamik, Vaibhav, and Debashish for joining. We'll be back once again at the end of the game in our post-match live show. So don't forget to join us then. And of course, keep supporting us this way. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And stay tuned to Rev Sports for more such updates. Thank you so much, and we'll be back tonight.